looking at the Dream Catchers Club at Chancellor School. This is a voluntary lunch hour group. These children meet once a week and they are learning traditional style Aboriginal drumming as one of a number of things, as sort of an extra education about Aboriginal culture here in our country. Joined by Darcy Adam with Chancellor School and Val Virk, an Aboriginal elder, Val Vint, to talk about this club. So Darcy, tell us about how this all got started, because you've been going for a couple of years now.
Well, we started 3 years ago, and we started really by doing activities outside of the school. So we took the students to a sweat lodge, and we went to the petroforms and did some work on the land with an elder just to learn about respecting all our relations. And we went to In the Sky Lodge as well. So we've just been participating with various elders and cultural teachers to expose the students to Aboriginal culture, really celebrate that culture and help them to respect it.
Now, on this particular day that we're here, a number of the students who are normally here are actually on a field trip, so the group is typically quite a bit bigger, and these kids are really embracing this, aren't they?
Yeah, we started with almost 50 students in this group, and just logistically it was very hard to operate with that many students. So right now we have a good working group of about 20 that come regularly and just love it. We just took them on a field trip to Stony Mountain to perform for students in Stony Mountain, and we were in the center of a larger circle of the student body, and many of the students said that was their favorite field trip of their whole lives. They just felt really appreciated, and they are also sharing this culture. So I hear from parents that they're going home and singing the songs, and that they feel a pride in their heritage as Canadians, that they feel a connection to First Nations culture and a real pride. So I'm excited about that, both for First Nations students and non-First Nations students.
Just as a point, we are in a school, so the buzzer may go off again during this interview. We're just going to ignore it. Val, you've been involved in this for a long time, not just at this school, but at other schools. Why is it so important to gather children in a circle like this and to do these sorts of things, from your perspective?
Well, because the circle is a wonderful community development tool, and there's, in the circle, everyone is included. Everyone has a front row center space. No one is excluded. If someone comes in and they have different mobility issues, room is made for them so that they can join and participate with everybody else. And I just personally think that when people sit in circle and drum together, peace happens.
Well, you have a whole long list. I mean, we're talking about 10 or 15 different styles of drumming that you bring in. It's not just one. Why do you run the gamut that way?
Well, in this country, in Canada, for example, in Canada there were 11 different language groups. And within each of those language groups, there are many different dialects. In the United States, which is also part of Turtle Island, it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. So there are many different nations, many different languages, and we try to bring a little sample, little tasting from as many as we can, because they all have teachings that are similar, but presented maybe in a little bit different perspective. So it makes it digestible for everybody.
So there's Ojibwe, there's Cree, you even mentioned there was some African songs that you bring into the...
African songs, yeah, Mohawk, Zuni, Dene, Ojibwe, did I say Cherokee?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And in another circle, we have a young man who's going to bring us a song from the Inuit culture, which I don't know why we don't have one, but we'll get one.
And it seems like it's a very emotional thing for you. Like, it really does touch you to be with these children and even to talk about it now.
Yes, yeah. Well, I think it's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for you, from the school perspective, what do you notice about the difference in the kids after they've attended this group and what they take away from this?
Well, I guess primarily they're excited about it. So just to be excited about learning, I know they're always excited when it's Thursday because they have Dream Catchers Club. So to see their enthusiasm is really motivating for us. And I also think respect, just to notice that people in the circle are all different. We all come with different abilities. We're all from different cultures. And there's just an acceptance and a respect for people. And I think the circle, as Val described, it really builds that. And we feel it in the building as well.
Well, and you were saying off camera that even the kids treat each other differently in the halls than they did before they started this club, and even on Thursdays it's just different.
Yeah, and this is under the umbrella of Me to We and Free the Children as well, so we do have an It Only Takes One group, which also promotes caring and sharing and respect in our school. So it's all really part of, I guess, social responsibility from an educational perspective, and just helping people treat each other well and be good to each other.
Well, and it really is amazing to see that something as small as gathering a group in the library once a week at lunch can make such a difference and have such an impact on the way they are in school, and then they take these things home and they're proud. So it really goes to show you that it does just take a little bit, it does just take one, whether it's a person or a thing, to create that kind of impact. So thank you so much for this, ladies. I know you both have to get going. Thank you for allowing us into your circle today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our pleasure.